Welcome back to Grump's Barn for part 2 of this buggering about with the chassis lark. Well, as you can see, I now have bump rubbers under there and under there. I've also taken these excuse me, bloody hell, brackets off, and I've given them a couple of coats of cold galv, which will more than do it. I've also got the petrol tank, given that a good scrub down, given that a coat of chassis paint. It's going to get a second coat today. I've also got to get on with cleaning up the exhaust mounts. This one, I don't know what I'm going to fucking do with it yet, because on the old chassis, this was bolted underneath the cross member. On the new cross member, there's nowhere to bolt it, no holes for it. So I'm going to have to sort out some sort of, probably make a plate to fit it onto. This one's got a hanger just here, whereas the other one, the hanger bolted under here. So I shall have to see how it goes and maybe bolt something onto there or drill some holes in there and I don't know, use some self-tappers into it or something. Not holding a hell of a lot. Now I've got this one, which is actually not too bad. I can get away with just acid treating that, giving it a bit of paint. This one's a bit grottier, could do with a bit of a stronger clean up. I think I might just run it through the glass cabinet. In fact, I might possibly do all of them through there, I don't know, and paint them up. But I'm missing one of my brackets. The one that sits at the back of the chassis has gone walkabout. It's only a little bugger. New one's about a tenner, but I'd rather not pay out anything if I can help it, because I know I've got the damn thing here somewhere. But never mind. Oh, and yes, one more thing. Since I last filmed, this is now held on with proper high tensile 8.8 bolts. I found some. I had a bloody great pack of them sitting hidden away. M8 by 25s. Just right. So that is now bolted in with high tensile bolts. Alright, now I need to get on. Can't decide yet whether to paint that or clean those. Actually, seeing as I've got the Jenny running, because I need a bit more light in there today, so I can actually try and find that bloody exhaust hanger that's gone walkabout. I might as well turn everything on and give those a quick blast, I think, before I do anything else, because I don't need the lights on to paint that. I can see well enough. Alright, back in a bit. There we go. Tank has now had another coat. That's its final coat. 2 should be more than enough to protect that. It's got its original coat of paint under there. For what it was worth, it was pretty bloody thin. And as I think I mentioned, there's very slight bloody rust appearing in a couple of the places where the welds haven't been covered properly. So I had to treat that as well. They're only teeny weeny little spots. But in a brand new item, you don't expect that really. There you go, it's all painted up and so are the 3 hangers that I can find. They're painted up for now. They're going to get a second coat. They've also been they've been shot blasted. They've also been sorry, excuse me. They've been sandblasted, not shot blasted, in the old glass cabinet. Or if I'm going to be absolutely honest, it's aluminium oxide that's in there. So they've been oxide blasted, I suppose. So they've been blasted up, treated with the old acid solution, the old Bactam, just to make sure there's no live rust hiding anywhere. And then they've been painted up with their first coat. As I say, I will be giving them a second coat at some point as well, just to make sure. I cannot find the 4th one anywhere, so I'm either going to have to buy one or I might just make one. Because looking round here, I've got the old bit of exhaust sitting down there, and it's still got 2 perfectly good hangers on it. So I may well cut one of those off, bend it straight and weld it onto a bit of flat metal just to bolt onto the back. I think it might be the easiest bet actually. Save me a tenner, and also save me several days wait. So yeah, I think I'll do that if I can't find the other one. I'm still looking, but I can't bloody find it. It's only a tiddler, that black back one. A couple of inches square at most, with a bit sticking out of it for the hanger. Oh, what a pain. Never mind, these things are sent to try us. Oh, and before I forget, there we go, there's those brackets back on. They've had a couple of coats, the old cold gal. Actually keep them going for a good while, rather than bare bloody metal. So yeah, we are getting there. Not too bad a pace at the minute. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to do as regards the bloody steering box, because I got that leaky one there. I had a look at the one I've got on the old motor, the old Discovery out there that I was going to nick, but it's so covered in crap you can't even tell, and it's almost certainly going to be knackered. And I've just been given one by a neighbour, because they were pulling a Discovery 2 apart that was going for scrap, and they didn't want the steering box. And they've given me the steering box. It's got a slight weep to it, so I might possibly go for that one. I know some of the fittings look a bit different, so I'm going to have a really good look at it first to see if it will actually go on anyway. I haven't done my homework yet on that, but I shall. Right, well, that's me done for now. I'll be back again on this probably tomorrow. And this video will continue. Well, I wasn't coming back down here today. I wasn't originally anyway. But when I got back to the house earlier on, I found these. My washers have arrived. And the nuts as well. So I can put the bloody shocks on properly at last. And I'm not going to pay for that bloody exhaust hanger. I'm going to make one. Nothing to them anyway. Bit of bent bloody flat metal and a hanger welded onto it. I'm just going to cut the one off my old exhaust, weld that onto it. That'll do me nicely. Make sure those sent me the right nuts. Right, let's get these put on. Just thought I might as well record this. Very simple. We've got one dome washer here with a bigger hole that goes on the back, like that. Perfect fit. with the dome bit obviously coming in towards your rubber for your shock. Then you put your shocker on, and you take your second dome washer. Again, dome part goes inwards towards the rubber and the flat part on the outside. Then you put your nut on. Bloody hell. I can't do this wrong-handed. I'm left-handed, you see. There we go. Now I shall turn the camera off, do it up. With the bottom washers, you basically have one of these first. This is a domed one in, got a flat end in here. That goes up against the shocker at the bottom. Then your rubber. Then this flatter washer with a little bit coming out of it goes underneath the rubber and goes down into the hole down here. And then underneath that, you then have the same flat washer like that, going up this time, with this bit here going into the hole again, rubber underneath it, rubber under it, yeah, like that, and then another one like this with the flat dome bit goes on the bottom. Whoop, there we go, like that, and your nut goes up in there. Right, I should get on and get this thing fitted up. Well, there we go. 2 shock absorbers now on, and all tightened down nicely. I wish I knew what size nut it was out on the bottom of them. I think it's a Whitworth. I've got an old spanner, as far as I know it's a Whitworth, but it's too knackered to tell what size it is, but it fits them perfectly. No metric ones do. I suppose an 18 would be the nearest you're going to get with a metric. But it's just above a 17. I can't even find an AF size that fits it. Just this old Whitworth spanner I got fits perfectly. Alright, that is going to be me for today, and I think for this video. Good grief, can you hear those noisy bloody sheep? They're all going to be fed next door. They've been in our paddock, half of them. And if you look in the background there, you'll be able to see them all running after a quad with food for them. Well, that's me for tonight anyway. Take care, I'll see you all soon. Bye.